Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today we are continuing the 100 Dragon Challenge. Now, I know probably some of you were thinking I was going to finish off the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, but guys, I've been really wanting to do this themed dragon, and since it was Cinco de Mayo recently, I just thought, I don't know, I just wanted an excuse to make this dragon. So today we're making an Alebrije dragon. So previously on the channel, I have done another Alebrije inspired creature. I did a collab with my 2 friends over at Subculture Recall. I'll put a link to it here. I'd really recommend checking it out after this video. Basically, I made a monster and then they made a piñata version of the monster, and either way, it was so fun, and I really love Alebrijes. Like I think my mom bought me one not really knowing much about them back in the day, or maybe she did. I don't know for sure. I can't say if my mom knew what they were or not. And I just thought they were the coolest thing between their like these really cute wood carved creatures, spirit guide things that have so many colorful like paints and textures and patterns, and I just adore them. And honestly, they're kind of like monster mashes. Usually they're a combination of different creatures or like have different parts from different animals. For example, I'm just gonna do the most recent pop culture one with Coco. If you watched Coco, you could see some of the Alebrijes in the movie were a very interesting combo of animals. And they even have dragons. They have dragon Alebrijes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what a great thing to base my dragon off of, which was a lot of the original carved wooden ones that I could find online. So I pulled up a bunch of reference for some existing Alebrije dragons, and then some references of different paint textures and patterns that they do on the different Alebrijes, so that I could base my design off of that. And it was just so much fun. Just right off the bat, I got sucked right into this one doing these initial sketches, and I kind of saw this one as like a feathered serpent combo. I kind of like the more feathered wings. I do see some that have kind of bat wings, but I really wanted to do feathered wings and then have like a crest of feathers on this as well, and then just cover this thing in cool patterns. Also, I really loved the full body sketch I did for these rough sketches, so I was like, all right, we're gonna kind of translate that similar pose onto our final dragon drawing. So with my rough sketches out of the way and my brainstorming figured out, it was time to jump in and do the final rough sketch for this creature. So I loved doing this part because I just, I don't know, I really, really like how this dragon turned out. At first I was a little hesitant because it was a little bit of an intimidating one. And I know I missed a dragon last week because I wanted to do this one, but it just took me a really long time. And then recently work has been extremely exhausting. What's been hard, like I'm very grateful to have a full-time job still so I can support my family and like pay for my house. But what's been hard is my office is now my day job office and my art office, which makes it kind of difficult to stay motivated because this used to be my escape from the day job. You know, I'd come and draw after work in my little creative space in my little office, so it's been a little bit harder to stay motivated, or at least on task. Like I try not to rely on motivation, and that's I think what's been helping me stay up with the channel. I rely more on habit and scheduling. But guys, sometimes, you know the feeling when you've been stuck in one room all day, you want to leave that room as quickly as possible. So that's what's been happening with me. I know that was a separate tangent, but I knew this dragon was gonna take a long time. It was gonna have a lot of details and a lot of colors, and I just needed to take a little more time to make this one. I wanted it to look really cool, and I wanted to also follow some of the patterns I saw on a lot of the original Alebrije. I really wanted it to look really cool and at least as authentic as I could make it. I bet there's different symbolism behind different patterns and texturing, which I tried to do some research, but at least for me, I couldn't find a lot of like solid, like, this means this. So I just kind of based it off of textures that I could see from existing Alebrije. And then it was time to jump in and do the colors for this one. So what I decided I wanted to do was there's a couple coloring methods to these. One of them is doing like just bright colors kind of everywhere, but I really liked the one that it looked like it was bright colors over black. I really liked the contrast of seeing like black lines around the colors or just like a dark black area on it, like to contrast the color. So that's kind of the style I went with. I really wanted the colors to pop, and by adding some of those blacks or dark grays, it was gonna make it pop even more, you know, like, I was so excited. But this is where it took forever. I think, yeah, luckily the video is still sped up by like 1,000, but whoo boy, like it took a really long time because first off, I couldn't color everything black and then put color on top because that's not how the Copics would work. Everything would be black and you wouldn't be able to see any colors. So I first had to start with the colors and go through and make everything the different colors I wanted. I basically kind of segmented them out. I was like, all right, I'll do the head first, and then I'll add the black, and then I'll do the neck and belly next, and then I'll add the black. And that seemed to help, but I had to take a couple of breaks because my eyes were like dying. Basically what I had to do was I'd go in, do the colors, and then as you can see here, I'd color around the colors with the black. So this boy took a lot of detailing, like wow, holy crap, it was like crazy. But I think the end result really paid off. You know, when you're in the thick of a drawing, especially like a mid-stage, it's really hard to see if all the work is paying off. And that's what I kind of felt about halfway through this dragon. I'm like, oh my god, I'm spending so much time and so many hours coloring this dragon and doing all these blacks around these colors. Is it gonna pay off? And I do think it really pays off in the end. And it looks so dope. I love it. I love it so much. And I would love to know your guys' thoughts on if you would like me to sell prints of this one. There are a couple dragons that I like making prints of. I'm gonna go ahead and list a pre-order on my store. You can get the info card right here. I just wanna see if you guys are interested. I mean, at minimum, like, I need like about 10 orders to like get the prints going. I mean, I guess I don't need that. I lied. I can just buy the prints and we'll see how it goes. But if you guys are interested, I'd love the support, and I really love this dragon. So I thought you guys might be interested in like some cool prints of it or something. Maybe I could make stickers of it. Ooh, that'd be even better. Like if I completed it, like the wings on the sides, that'd be really dope. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and like if you'd be interested in like maybe a sticker or a print or something. I really love how this one turned out. It was just really fun doing such bright colors, and man, putting this on a nice glossy paper, I think will look really, really cool, and I think would make a really cool print. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and list it as pre-orders. I mean, hell, if I just get like one sale, it's gonna happen, because I love them. And speaking of my online store, as of recording this, which is a little bit in advance, I only have 2 copies of the original run of my Creature Compendium left, and then 3 misprint copies. So if you guys are interested in getting edition 1 before I come out with edition 2, basically like I'm doing a reprint. So I guess if you want the first print, like OG original print of the book, you know, there's only 2 left. And then I'm also doing a special this month on my store where basically everyone who orders something is going to get a free sticker. I have a couple left over from my Patreon exclusive sticker club because, you know, with stickers you got to do a minimum order. So I have a couple of those available that I'll be throwing in boxes randomly. And then I have like my Cthulhu, my Beholder Dragon, my dogs, lots of cute stickers. So if you guys are interested, go check out my store in the info card. But yeah, and then any support is super appreciated, and like don't feel like you need to, I'm not trying to pressure you guys to buy anything. It's just like if you are interested, I'd really appreciate the support, but don't feel like I'm like, hey guys, just buy my stuff. No, just if you can, I'd really appreciate it. But I understand, especially in the current conditions of our world, money can be a little tight. So don't think I'm like pressuring you guys. And that was a really long tangent about my merch. Anyway, so now we're going in and doing a lot more detailing. So I am adding a lot of, like I said, the color around thing on the wings. I saw this one alebrije that had like orange dots with a yellow dot in the middle, and I just thought that was gorgeous, and I really wanted to replicate it on the wings. But God, that took a long time, because first I started with the yellow dots, then I colored around it with orange, and then I go back in and add the black to kind of give it like a cracked paint look. A lot of the alebrijes I found had this really intricately cool cracked paint look that I just loved. I really loved it. So I wanted to replicate it on the body, and it kind of looks like scales. It's like an interesting combo of scaled and feathered, because like the wings look feathered, but then they're gonna be like cool and scaly with the black lines around it. I just love it. I really love how this dragon turned out. So we are in the final stretch for the coloring, and like I said, oh my God, this took so long. I had to do a couple of different cuts here and there, basically step away for a few hours and come back and try again because, oh my gosh, my eyeballs. But I think the detailing really paid off. I had a lot of fun, like just looking at different alebrije and seeing the different painting techniques and shapes and patterns and styles. And I kind of made a couple of my own and a few interpretations of my own. For example, going along the edge of the tail, I saw some alebrije that had a very similar patterning along the edge, but I just added a little bit more of like a spininess to it, kind of to make it look more like a dragon. I guess dragon spine coloring, whatever, you know, whatever. Just make it look like and feel like how I wanted it to, you know? And then adding the paint texture, like the cool patterning to the wings, I had a lot of fun with, just making it look like it just kind of was like this interesting cracked paint. And like I said, it gives it such a good scale texture that it feels like dragon scales. It's really cool and I really love it. But holy gosh, like this took a long time. I think I've already said it too many times in this video, but wow. This took a really long time and it was totally worth it. But I am so excited to see your guys' alebrije dragons. There's a lot of potential. Like, don't feel like you have to make a reptile-based one because there's so many alebrije that are just a combination of a lot of cool things. You could easily tap into like different types of wings or maybe have no wings. I think most of them that I've seen have wings, but there's quite a few that don't have wings. Or add different animal parts. Like one of the dragons I found had like giraffe legs, and I'm like, that's fucking cool, but I didn't even think about doing that. There's so many opportunities and options with this one, and I can't wait to see what you guys make because I think it's gonna be super dope, and I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with these, and I can't wait to see them online. So yep, I just added a couple more highlights with my white gel pen and we are all done. Like, we are done with this big project. Oh man, like he took a while, but I love it. I think the colors are super cool. Like, I didn't even use a lot of colors in terms of like a ton of different Copics, but it was executed really well, I think. So let's go ahead and jump in and look at your guys' last week's Scorpio dragons. All right, so first off, Chaos Talon, I think that's how you pronounce your username. I really think this is such a cute little portrait of like this adorable scorpion dragon. I really love it. It's just so freaking cute. And Sil J Draws, I really love, like, it looks kind of like a sand scorpion dragon. I just think that's a really cool design concept, really awesome. And again, you guys nailed it. I loved all of your dragons. Like, there were so many different uses of the scorpion. For example, some people kind of used the wings as the secondary, like, large pincher claws, or did the more celestial look, or some cool, like, extra armored scorpions. It was super cool, guys. I think you all did such an amazing job, and I can't wait to see what you guys make for the Alebrije dragon. So if you guys would like to participate in this week's dragon challenge, make sure to post your dragon with the hashtag KM100dragons on Instagram or Twitter, and I just ask for it to be at least the day before the dragon comes out, around 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time / Pacific Standard Time. They're about the same time right now. Just make sure to get it in early. The earlier, the better. It really helps me out with editing. But either way, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video. And if you aren't already, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, join our little art community, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye, everybody.